bros. Today is day number 7. So that means tomorrow marks a week since I started recording myself. And been pretty cool because, I've stayed consistent. And hopefully I've been getting slightly better. I've been actually trying to push myself a little bit lately. I actually feel a lot more comfortable. I'm not as dreaded or nervous to just freaking record this. I'm still struggling a little bit to pick a topic to really talk about. But we'll see as we go. So I think mainly today I just want to talk about one of the biggest things that I've noticed that have been holding me back, that held me back a lot, probably the most in my 20s. And God, it's really weird to say that, it feels like I really had a lot of wasted potential in my 20s. I just can't believe that it's all gone. What I would do to just do it all over again, be 18 or whatever, back when I freaking dropped out of college, and all the decisions I made from then on, it could have been way better right now, but I made dumb decisions, and I'm gonna share some of those right now. So first, it all comes down to all this, what do you call it, self-depreciation that happened in those times. I don't know, I'm gonna take complete ownership of this. If I name drop any other people, no hate towards them. It's just what freaking happened in those times, right? And so, in the early 2010s, I went to college. I had to drop out, basically out of unforeseen, or basically a bad decision of mine. I got kicked out of the full campus, basically because I lived in the dorms and I did something stupid and basically got kicked out. Should it have been that way? Probably not, but that's just what happened, and I take full ownership for it. And I don't know, I came back from college. It was just a very weird energy when I came home. I remember, we just got out of we were still basically neck deep in a, pretty bad depression that time, right? Economic depression or whatever you call it. And my dad was out of work, or at least struggling to find work, because he was one of the very many people that got laid off of their jobs. They're out of his company that he worked for freaking years at. And so basically my mom was the only one bringing in income. And my dad changed a lot from those years. If I really think back, it was basically the start of his decline. And so basically moving on forward from there, a lot of my self-esteem started going downhill at the same time with him, and it didn't help because I hung out with, I ended up joining a metal band, and that was basically my escape my whole life. Basically, that was the only thing going for me in my life. I had my job at Walmart and the band. The band was basically what I dedicated all my time and energy into. But I can tell that it wasn't the calling, or exactly my calling. And so basically I had a lot of a lot of things to work on from there. And when little by little, even that started falling apart. We were writing music, we were playing shows, we were doing everything right, but it fell apart. We all basically realized that it wasn't for us. At least the touring, the playing shows and all that. The music part was. That was our passion. But playing the shows wasn't. And the sad thing about it is that at the same time, when making the music and all that should have been my priority, or probably, like, if I were to tell the story and leave it right there, that's what you would probably think that was happening with me, right? But no. Once like my priorities at those times was basically the vices of most freaking teenagers or young adults, is freaking drugs, girls, and freaking everything in between, all the freaking porn and all the other bullshit. That's what I occupied most of my time with, is basically doing a whole lot of nothing. And that's why I say, like, our time is very, very limited. Like, I'm in my 30s now, and I'm just now perfecting my craft, perfecting my skills, perfecting even my speech, because a lot of those years, all that went downhill. Especially in my mid-20s, when I actually started relationships with girls, and I even lived with one for a few years. And after that, it was again the start of me at rock bottom. And I do not wish that on anybody ever. So if you're young and you're watching this, really, like, double down on your, like, a trade, like, double down on your skills, on anything that you can monetize on, like, and it'll all just come together from there. You know, if you're good at drawing, freaking get really good at drawing, or, and, try to find a way to draw for other people, or make badass art, and, try to see if you can make money off of it. There's so many different ways to do shit, and if you get good at something, why not? There's so many cool ways to do stuff. Just don't spend so much time chasing ass, chasing freaking good times, because you get to my age and you're just like, fuck, like, I could have spent this whole time perfecting my skills and becoming badass. So hope this motivates you, and hope you can change your life for the better, because my life's basically starting brand new from 30 and on. You can do it freaking way earlier than me, and be, a whole decade ahead, or basically a whole decade ahead of me. And so, more power to you. Love you.